song relate to people in Metro Manila, to people in Bicutan, in Parañaque, where grass is hard to find and birds are hard to find and all these things are hard to find. And our listening ears don't hear the singing of nature. Our listening ears hear the blaring of bus horns and motorcycles and jeepneys with no mufflers. And, you know, this is the stuff we hear. And then I got to the third verse. And this is the one that turned it around for me. This is my Father's world. Let me never forget that though the wrong seems oft so strong, God is the ruler yet. God rules the world outside those doors, just like He rules the world outside the Garden of Eden. It's still His world. It's still His paradise. It might not seem like paradise, but it's still His world. He's still the ruler. And it says, this is my Father's world. Why should my heart be sad? You know why? Because a merry heart, as it says in Proverbs, I believe it's 15:13, a merry heart does good like a medicine. You can be healed. Even your own heart can bring healing to you. If you understand, there's no reason to be sad. There's no reason to look at all the things and say, society's gone crazy. Or I'm just so anxious. I'm just so worried. I'm just so fearful because of all these things. A good first step to healing comes when we say, why should my heart be sad? The Lord is King. Let the heavens ring. God reigns. Let the earth be glad. See, this is why we can have healing, even today. And one other thing, one other point here in Luke chapter 10. If we think we live in an environment and a society where healing cannot happen, where there's too much stress and anxiety and pain and misery, here's what Jesus told the disciples in Luke chapter 10. Or this is when He spoke to the 72. When He sent out the 70, similar to when He sent out the apostles and said, heal the sick, raise the dead, proclaim the kingdom. Here's what He said to the 70. In whatever city you enter, and they receive you, eat what is set before you, heal those who are in it. Don't say you can't be healed in the city. Don't say you have to be living in a paradise like this song talks about for healing, because Jesus said, when you enter the city, heal those who are in it. And, you know, so they say, oh, the cities back then were much nicer than the ones today. No, a lot of them were a lot worse. They didn't have our concepts of sanitation, things like that. The cities then were pretty nasty. But He said, when you go to the city, and Jesus Himself went to cities, villages, towns, wherever, and healed people. He didn't let the environment slow Him down. And this is what I want to share with you this morning. The fact that Jesus heals, and the fact that our society and our environment does not stop God, does not limit God, because He is King. And let all the heavens ring. Let the earth be glad. Let your body be glad. Let your body give up its anxiety and its fear. And let it receive the healing of God. In 10 days from now, it'll be Holy Wednesday. And this is a long-standing tradition with the cathedral. There'll be a healing service. But I'm kind of wondering, if you need healing today, why do you wait for 10 days? You could be healed today. Hopefully the Scriptures, the Word of God, as it says in Psalm 107, He sent His Word and healed them. Hopefully the Word of God stirred up faith in you, because it doesn't matter about the other environment, whether it's the jeepneys are loud or whether the grass rustles or any of that. The only environment that matters when it comes to healing is an environment of faith. As Jesus said, if you believe, you can be healed. And this morning, as we stand together, I want us to rise and sing this song. And I specifically want to sing the third verse. Maybe, Father Dino, we can just sing the third verse. The first two verses are beautiful, and it reminds us, yes, God created everything, but some of those things it's hard for us to relate to. Let's talk about the things we relate to. Even though the wrong seems off so strong, God is the ruler yet. And in this environment, the Lord can heal. As Jesus said to the 70, you go to the cities and heal. Go to Calcutta, India, a very horrible city. Go to Manila, a very difficult city, and heal. So let's stand together and let's sing this song.